All right, what is going on here? Josh here in the basement, the card studio. Welcome in. I picked up a few more of those All-Star Megas. I may have been crazy, but I kind of liked them. You know what? At first, I was like, yeah, whatever, I get it. They're kind of gimmicky, but there were a couple of things that just kind of later on, I was like, I'm going to do some more. I actually have four total, but I'm going to do two tonight. Also, the All-Star rosters are out. Who got snubbed? I think there's a few that definitely got snubbed. But anyways, welcome in. I still have, this is the last rip I did. I went through, actually, I'm making a complete set of it. Kind of fun. Some of the correlation was actually pretty darn good. Part of it was pretty bad. But anyways, we'll get into that. What's going on, Smalls? Adam, 25 Perez. What's up, my friends? If you could hit the like. So yes, I did 3 the other day. You get 6 inserts per box. In case you didn't know that. You get 2 of each of the All-Star Game greats. You get 2 of the hometown heroes, which at first I wasn't paying attention. It's all Atlanta Braves, and there's I think 25 of these. It's all Braves. Makes sense, right? So I kind of like that, right? So I think Braves fans will like this. It's kind of cool. I think it's cool. It's got the Atlanta in the background, pretty sweet. When I was first ripping, I didn't notice it because I'm a moron. And then also you get the classic swings. There's 50 of these, I believe. No, 25 of these. Sorry, 50 of the MLB greats, MLB All Star Game greats, and then 25 each of those. And I have quite a few. These were the only duplicates. It's kind of crazy. 4 of those and 2 of these. None of the MLB All Star greats. That's pretty impressive. But so here's all the base. This is the ones that I have. This is like in order. This is all the duplicates. So you can see quite a bunch of duplicates. It's supposedly a 101 card checklist. I still haven't seen an official checklist, so I don't even know what's going on with it. But the biggest, whiniest turd got in. Chaz. What's up, Mark? What's going on, my friend? I'm gonna just start off with the obvious one. It was actually on the starting roll. At first, honestly, I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever. I get it, sort of, man. On them, I saw some posts. I'm like, whatever. People are gonna make posts, and I'm just like a homer. But Bobby Witt and Jacob Wilson. At first, I was like, hey, Jacob Wilson's had a heck of a start to his season, or his career. Good season here. I'm like, good job, pal. And I get to, it's fan voting. So I really don't care. I get it. Hey, it's a popularity vote pretty much. Jacob won it. Congrats to him. But I still think they got it way wrong as far as the actual numbers. There was like really one thing that Jacob Wilson did better, and that was just he got more hits. He had a higher batting average. Besides that, he didn't do a whole lot more. He obviously had a higher on base percentage, but that was only because he had a higher batting average. Bobby actually had a bigger jump from his batting average and on base percentage. So it was really the only thing that he really had. No, we got all 10. I actually didn't even light anything off, so I was at work. So that's life. But that's it. Everything else, offensively, Bobby was hands down ahead. Home runs was kind of close. RBIs was kind of close, but he was still ahead. And then you add his 25 steals. You're like, oh yeah, he's looking really good. And then you look at defense, and it was like not even close. Bobby's the best, and Jacob Wilson is in the bottom half. I think actually how well they've been playing, it wasn't even close. But I get it. It's a fan vote. It's a popularity vote. Hey, Jacob Wilson has been exciting. He's been hitting over 300 all year, like close to 350 for a while. Whatever. I still think the fans got it way wrong on that. There's a couple others I thought the fans kind of got it wrong personally. Freddie Freeman and Pete Alonso. I was voting for Pete Alonso just because he's had a heck of a year. Freeman's had a good year, but that was That was my other big starter one that I could think of top of my head. Let me know who else, who didn't make it today that you thought should make it. I get also there was a limited number of spots, and correct me if I'm wrong. They still do it where every team at least gets one person. Correct? Suzuki, that's a good one. Suzuki definitely is getting a snub. But again, I do think, every team gets one, I believe, right? So it's very, right, it is limited. You have to pick and choose. So some people are going to get cut. Who was the Miami guy we were talking about earlier? The Miami guy that got it. Oh, Kyle Stowers. He made it in. Do not even know his stats. And I'm just assuming he was the Miami Marlins representative. So yeah, he's leading him. Yeah, he's got like 70 something RBIs already. Yeah, Suzuki's doing well. I think he should have made it in. But again, how many other Cubs made it in before him? And maybe like, hey, we already got too many. And there's some other guy. I don't know. And also position-wise, who knows? I haven't really studied it. But I know Bobby should have been the starter. You could have made an argument Pena could have been the starter over Jacob Wilson. Also, here's my other hits. So in these megas, I got 2 more to open real quick. You get 4 packs. Every pack has a foil, and then you're getting pretty much at least 1 hit per box. I did 3 the other day, and I had 5 hits. 2 of them had these were in all of them. One of these. So this is a gold. This is some sort of fuchsia. This is a purple, and then I also had these additional in different ones. So I got one of the relics, which this is honestly what is making me like this set a lot. And I kind of think this looks cool too. I mean, it's pretty much a start or the stars of the MLB, but it's kind of cooler because it's like a lot of old guys, and I kind of like the design better. And I like how that parallel looks compared to like the stars of the MLB parallels. It looks clean. It looks nice. Andy Pages definitely had a really good year. But I'm not gonna lie. I went and looked. Like I said, at first I was like, yeah, hey, Jacob Wilson's had a great year. I know he has, he's ran into some home runs, whatever. He has like 9, I think, batting 330 something. Hey, must be doing a lot of other stuff. But then you start looking at it. Also, if you look at some of those advanced stats, which I kind of like and kind of thinking I get. Also, they're kind of like But one I like a lot was the it's the XBA, which is the expected batting average, which takes pretty much I think all your balls put into play, how hard they're hit, where they're kind of hit, and like okay, that should normally be a hit that has a 90% chance of being a hit, so that should. But so Bobby, his average is like 290 right now. His expected batting average last I looked was like 308. And then and his like barrels, all that, if you go to his baseball savant page, it's like red. There's no Aaron Judge, who's 100 on all those hitting stuff, but it's like 90s and a couple 80s. But hard hit rate, barrels, exit velocity, those kind of things. Bobby's way up there. That's why he has a much higher expected batting average. Jacob Wilson, last I saw, hitting 330 something. His expected batting average was 291, and it's all, for the most part, all like blue, like bright blue, which means he just makes contact, which, hey, you need those guys, contact guys. But what it's saying is he's getting lucky. He's getting some soft contact that's just happened to find his way. But that's baseball. There's a lot of luck in baseball. Aaron Judge, who has a really high batting average right now, his expecting batting average was like, I think about 20 something points below his actual batting, but that expecting batting average was still the top. So he's getting a little lucky, but also, I mean, he's also just smacking the ball really, all over the place. So he's just getting a few of those extra hit in. That's why he has a little bit higher batting average. Very, very interesting stuff. If you really get into it, it's kind of fun. But yeah, there's always snubs. It's fun. I just figure, hey, you guys can come in. Let me know. Who is your favorite guy, though, that made it in, that kind of That's cool. He made it in. You know, maybe not the superstar guy, but just some guy that made it in. Anyways, so yeah, hopefully we can get extra hits. There's my best of my foils. Again, you get pretty much, I guess 3 of these foils and then some sort of numbered foil per box. Locking, what's going on? Ryan O'Hearn. Yeah, that's a good one. And he's a starter, right? Ryan O'Hearn. I mean, that's a DH. I don't think there was a really ton of competition for that DH spot, to be honest, in the American League. Especially after Devers. I think Devers was leading the way. So I think Ryan kind of fell into it. I'm not saying, hey, he still got the vote, but Devers was leading that until he got traded. But hey, that's life. Sometimes you just keep on swinging away. Good things happen. So yeah, congrats to Ryan O'Hearn. Hey guys, hit the like. I have some 25 Bowman blasters. I was able to pick up a good lot. So I will be doing a snake draft coming up this week. When, I don't know. If you are interested, the way you get in is hit the whatever it's called. Hit the sub button and the notification bell, because I'm probably going to do it last second. I'm just going to drop it, go live, and say, hey, we got 10 spots to fill it. Let's fill it. So make sure you hit the notification bells, and that's how you're going to get into it. I'm going to fill it live just randomly. Sometime I say this weekend, because my weekend pretty much starts tomorrow. And then I do have another big splash break. I think I'm going to call it the cannonball break, because that's a big splash. Not quite the can opener off the high dive big splash, but a cannonball, a big boy cannonball, just, you know. It's pushing $100 a spot, but it's got about 12 to 13 hobby boxes with a little bit of retail. Could be a good one. Anyways, who else has opened these? Anybody else? Anybody else opened up any of these? This is be my 4th and 5th one. The first time I opened it, I was, on the fence, and honestly, I was like, on the left, I'm like, it's okay. I hope they continue this format. I kind of like it. I like that it is a different design than the flagship, and it's got its own images. I like the inserts. They're okay, nothing fancy, but I like them. I haven't seen any parallels of anything else. I haven't done that much research because there wasn't a checklist out. But again, it's these right here. I think are cool. It's from different years, and it's got all kinds of different players. I think it's cool. I do like the way the parallels look. These ones kind of suck, the colors, the purple and pink, but the gold looks nice. I've seen a black online that looks nice. So, anyways, Ethan pulled the Bo Jackson odd out of 10. You think? Nice. How many did Peds open? I didn't see him open any. How many did he open? I still haven't seen a base Bobby. I haven't pulled one yet. I didn't have one in my list. Oh, pink. 250. Okay. There's my hit from this box, but I think when you get the hit, I think the other hit is also in the box with the parallel. All right. Oh, do I have George Brett? I have a checklist over here. Classic swings. 20. No, I guess I have that one. Duplicate. I'll go through this later, but who all I need. There's quite a few of these I need, because there's 50 of these bad boys. So hopefully I can get closer to that complete set. I'm just kind of having fun. I don't do much for completing sets, but this one I'm just kind of intrigued by. I'm doing it. Why not? You're going to pull a bigger Bobby right now than a base? Well, hopefully. That'd be sweet. Where are my top loaders? Where? Oh, where? Over here. I guess first, sleeves. We got 2 top loaders. He opened up 2. Yeah. Who else? Mello opened 3. He had 3 real quick. He opened 3, and he only got 3 parallels, 1 in each. That was it. Nothing extra. So, and I haven't watched a lot of others besides that. And there was someone else that opened 2. So I haven't seen a lot of it opened. All right, base Bobby. There's quite a few of these I need. I have at least about 50% of the checklist, but there's probably about 40 of these I need. I know one's a Bobby. So we'll have fun doing that later. Yeah, I can't remember who I need on these, but again, so you get, I was pretty impressed. I remember seeing that Harper, number 42. Yeah, I needed that one. Like I said, I needed that one too. And the first 3 I opened, I got 0 duplicates of these, and you get 2 per pack. So there's 4 packs per, so that's 8 packs per box, and I did 3. That's pretty impressive. I didn't get any duplicates of those. So, and there's my foil, Austin Riley. So it'll also be cool because every year if they do this same set, they'll do next year. If they do the hometown heroes, it'll be for the home wherever the All-Star game is. So I think it's kind of cool. I think people that it's at their home city, they'll want to collect it and get those. So, do you know where these are in stock? I've seen them in Walmarts, in multiple Walmarts. Also in Targets. I've seen them in some Targets. Target Online had them, I know. And then I didn't see any at the Barnes & Nobles I went to. I can't remember if the Lids had some or not. That's what I know. So that's where I've seen them, is Target and Walmart. So those are the places I've seen. And I've seen them at quite a few of them. Cam Smith, rookie. Nice. I think I have that Griffey. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I don't. Maybe I can get it. Dude, I'm gonna get complete sets. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm saying they are in stock currently online anywhere. Are they in stock? Oh, I don't know. I honestly do not know. These 2 actually were from Target. I had ordered these, and I had these last time I ripped, but I was at Walmart and they had some. That's where I picked up those other 3. So I don't know anywhere else where they have them online, to be honest with you. Corbin Curl's back. Okay, so we're just starting off with a base pack where you just get the one parallel. Seen a lot of those boxes. I've definitely seen a lot of these boxes. Again, where you just get one, but maybe I got lucky. I opened 2 or 3 the first time, and 2 of them had the extra hits. They're not in Target right now. Okay. Yeah, I haven't looked online since that first order I did when they kind of first dropped. Actually, I saw them drop right away, and I didn't order them, and then like a couple of days later, I ordered them. I kind of wish I would have maybe ordered them sooner, but yeah, it was something about a fractured wrist or something like that for Corbin Carroll. Yeah, and then like he's back right away. Okay. Ready. Still don't think I've seen a Bobby. Oh, pink. I got pink coming in. That's not what I want. Is Yordan Alvarez at a 250. That may be it. Because I do. It seems familiar that when I did my last one, the 3, the extra hits were with the parallels. So, anyways, Who else was snubbed? I think there was a couple others I was looking at. I know Suzuki didn't even make it in. He's had a heck of a year. Soto didn't make it in either. Is that correct? And he's actually, I mean, turned. You know, I know he started off real slow, but I don't know. And I mean, in the outfield, who else? Is Kyle Stowers? He's an outfielder. I mean, has he had a better season than Juan Soto? Ronald Acuna didn't make it in. Is it? I mean, he started off hurt, but he's been on fire since he's been back playing. Dylan Cruz, rookie. There's some duplicates there. Hangers bangers. I haven't looked since that first day. Here, let's try this. See if I can get it to work. There's this right here, the QR code. Photo. Let's turn it around. Yeah. Good work, Tops. Good work. I mean, it should be right here. It should be on Tops. I never even saw these on Tops website. Even like, hey, these are available. Oh wait, Acuna did get voted in? I thought I didn't see him on the list. Maybe I missed his name. I guess I missed Acuna's name. So 16 homers, 46 RBIs. Yeah, but I mean, has he been? But again, I think Stowers mainly made it because, oh, he was a starter. That's probably why I was just looking today. I didn't realize he was a starter. But I think Stowers, I think he was just the Miami Marlins. They needed somebody, and he was playing the best for them, so he made it in. So then maybe that pushed some other people out because they didn't need more outfielders. All right, so I think these boxes are not going to be nearly exciting as this first three. And I still don't think I've seen the Bobby. Christian. All right, well, can't be always as exciting. Uh-oh. Retro. I think we're getting a little laggy over here. Maybe not. All right, well, I was hoping for more fun than that, than two pinks. Schwarber and Alvarez, who aren't even all-stars. The list right here, I guess. I brought it up. National League. Ronald Acuna, starter. I just missed that. Never mind. Then he didn't get snubbed because he's had a heck of a year since coming back. Let's go over here. We'll just bring it up. Here it is. We can talk about it here. Will Smith, Freddie Freeman. I don't think Freddie Freeman should have been the starter personally. I think the Dodgers. I think he's just real popular. He's liked. I didn't vote for him. You know, I really like him, but I do think Pete probably should have been the starter personally. Tel Marte, he's had a good year. Lindor at shortstop. I think I was voting for him, but Machado at third base. I know a lot of people don't like Machado, but he's still got the fan votes. PCA. He's been a stud. Kyle Tucker Obviously, Ohtani. Pitchers, I couldn't tell you. Obviously, I mean, all these guys I know have had good years, so I'm sure there's a couple guys that maybe could have made it too, but I'm not sure of anybody, off the top of my head that is missing from this list. Obviously, the top guys are all in here. And relievers, couldn't tell you about relievers, to be honest with you. Didn't really care too much about those. It could have been easy. That's, there's only 3 spots for relievers, so that's, again, probably, let's see. Well, all these guys had other teammates, so. All right, anyways, the reserves. Obviously, Pete made it. He definitely should have made it. Matty O. I honestly don't even know what kind of year Matty's having. Ellie probably could have been the starting shortstop. Maybe. Yeah, dude, that's what I thought. Yeah, I knew. Is it the commissioner that does that? They come back and like, okay, we gotta make some cuts here and add a couple guys that so every team gets. Oh wait a minute, Schwarbaum did make it. I didn't see that today. I missed that. I wasn't paying attention to the. So, anyways, Schwarbaum, he is an all-star this year. James Wood, glad he made it. Yeah, I think Stowers not having a bad year, but I think also is the Miami delegate. And then I think Nala was saying that maybe instead of Tatis, it should have been Juan Soto, because he's pretty much leading them in most categories. Let's go back up to the American League. So, like I said, this right here, I like Jake Baker Wilson. I said that first. I was like, yeah. And then some people started pointing out the numbers. And numbers-wise, Jacob Wilson had no business starting the All-Star game over Bobby Witt. But it's a popularity contest, and he's hot right now, so he's it. Gleyber Torres, that just seems kind of weird. I think Michael Garcia, he could have made an argument. He's had a heck of a year. Obviously, J-Ram. J-Ram's the best. Judge. The rest of the outfield over here, honestly, I mean, Riley Green and Baez haven't had, I don't really think, like, great years by any means, in my opinion, when I looked at them. But I was voting for Riley Green. I was definitely not voting for Baez, even though he's had a good year. I just don't think there was a lot of competition in the American League outfield, to be honest with you. It was Judge, and then that's really about it. Bregman and Sale and possibly Lowe are injured and have to be replaced. Okay. Yeah, Wilson is pretty much all batting average. That's literally all he is. He leads the league in singles. And I think, like I said earlier, he's had a lot of luck. Soft contact is just finding its way to where no one is at. Like I said, he's hitting like, his expecting batting average is 290. And he's hitting like 330 something. So, baseball luck. But, you make your own luck. So, O'Hearn. I wish they had the stats. I wish I had the stats right here. Yeah, but batting 335, and it's good, but that's all he offers. That's all I'm saying. He's hitting 335. And yeah, Bobby's defense alone, beats that little extra batting average. Bobby, 25 stolen bases. Like I said, I like Jacob Wilson. At first, I was like, yeah, I'm sure he deserves it because he's had a great year. Until some people just started showing the things. I was like, okay, they convinced me. I mean, it didn't take a lot because obviously, me and Bobby we go way back to 2022. 2022 Tops Update, that is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about, his defense is not good. He's like -2 outs above average, where Bobby is actually down a bit. He's only at 13. At one point, he was at 16. He's down a bit. But Pena's numbers are good, too. I will say something about Pena's WAR number. His defensive WAR is really high, and I don't get it. Because if you look at a lot of I think there's just the zone rating from the weird baseball stuff. I I don't know who does that. I can't remember that. It's like BIS or something like that that does the some zone rating range, which Bobby. But if you look at a lot of the other metrics like the outs above average or the defensive runs saved, Bobby's way ahead in those over Pena. Somehow Pena has like double the defensive WAR. I think there's some weird luck stats in that. They were like, oh, there happened to be I think some of those analytics that they use for the WAR count happenstance. Like, oh, he made a good play and it happened to be where there was a guy on third, you know, and he just made a good play, but it counted for extra because it whatever. I mean, which you have no control over where people are. That's the same thing with the Tyler Walls guy because he also is not up there in a lot of those analytical stats. Which I don't. Once again, I don't totally understand them, but whatever they're using, especially the B WAR, the F WAR is a little different. They don't get as nearly as much a boost. Those two guys, and Bobby actually last night at one point was ahead of both those guys. Was definitely ahead of Pena in overall F WAR. But B WAR, Pena for some reason has a big boost for his defense. But I think there was just some weird calculation where they got some sort of boost that honestly I don't think was fully warranted for the WAR stats. But I don't actually think Bobby has lost some power. He's not quite, his X velocity is down a little bit. I think he's hit a lot of those. I mean, you could probably easily where probably 4 or 5 of his doubles that are going to top the wall somewhere. You give him those home runs, he's at 17 home runs instead of 30 doubles, whatever he's at. He's at 25 doubles and 17 home runs. I think there's a lot of that. There's a lot of luck in baseball. You watch it, you know, you're like, dang. It goes both ways, good and bad. I think last year, I mean, if you're hitting 330 something, you're probably getting, you know, a lot extra bases, you know, or a lot extra balls to find their way, you know, in, you know, instead of getting caught, you know, you make it, you know, you smoke a ball to left field and some guy makes a great play. You hit it literally 2 feet, just the, you know, it's a hit where, yeah, he does. Yeah. Here, I had his. Let's go look at his analytics. I've been looking at those. It's kind of interesting. Let's go to MLB.com, and we can go to his Baseball Savant. It's we can see his go to stats. But come on, let's go to this. We'll type in Bobby. Yeah, it has it. Now we can just turn into the Bobby show, the Bobby bitch session. I'm just gonna whine and complain. Again, I get it. It's the all-star starters. It's a fan vote popularity contest. So, hey, Jacob Wilson, he earned it. He got it. So, let's see. So his chase rate is at 25. Let's look at last year. The same. It's actually the same. His whiff rate was better last year. But yeah, and I will say, and plus Bobby's had no one else in the lineup as well. Finally, Vinny's coming around. I think it's also helped Bobby kind of turn it because now, you know, they moved Vinny back behind him. He was batting 2 behind him for a while, and I think you get Vinny going and Bobby going. We may see some different anyways, but yeah, here, look at that. So you see this right here? Bobby, his expected batting average is 307, even though he's hitting, his batting average is up a little bit. It's like 294 right now. Yeah, Garcia, man, I've always liked Garcia. I think my biggest complaint about Garcia, especially last year, I think he gets in his own head with an attitude of like, and like then just kind of, I don't know. It was too frustrating last year. There's a lot of times he doesn't hustle. But this year, since he's hitting well, I think that attitude's kind of gone. I think his attitude comes and goes with how his performance is. And so I think since he's had good performance, his attitude is better. I feel like he's hustling a little more. Last year there for a while. I like him, but he was kind of pissed me off. Michael Garcia. But so yeah, let's go look at. Like, I wish I don't know if there's a way I can compare. Can I compare to? Right there, your comparison tool. I want to look at Bobby and Jacob right next to each other. I want to see those numbers. Just to look. Is this what I want to do? Statcast player comparison visuals. Does anybody know how to do this? Need to do like then. Oh, how do I do this? How do I compare two people on a screen? I mean, I could just bring up two windows. Just do this. Happy. Let's do this. Let's do this. Bring up Wilson over here. I told my wife it wouldn't be very long, and here we go. We're off on this whole tangent. I'm just to convince you all. That's all I'm doing here. I'm just here to convince everybody that Bobby should have been the starter. So here you go. It doesn't have their actual stats over here. We're kind of nice. They are over here. So here we go. So you see Wilson. He has his best thing about hitting is he just doesn't miss the ball. His whiff rate, incredible. His square up sprint where he's just, not a barrel. Barrel, I think, is going to hit harder, but he's got good bat to ball skills. And so he's making his own luck, right? I mean, so if you look at his expecting batting average, which I don't know exactly how this calculated, but I think it's if you all this kind of stuff put together, right? If you hit the ball harder, there's a better chance of it, making it through the infield, being, because if the ball is hit hard on a line drive, it's got to be hit pretty much right, close to the guy for him to be able to get it. If it's a soft line drive, it's a bit easier to get to because it's going to hang up or something. Dude, also his K rate, man, it's impressive. He said it's this right here. That's his ball game. But hey, if he can do that and hit 330 something, I wish he was on my team. I wish he was I'll trade him for Jonathan India. Put him at second. Oh yeah. Let him lead off, get on base. He's not very fast. His sprint speed is not fast. His range is not very good. But all this, and then Bobby's, as you can see, he smacks the ball. Expected batting average 308. If you go look at Judges, it's like he's hitting like 360-ish right now. 350, 360, but this is like at 330, which is still 100 because that's the best. He doesn't walk much either. He just makes contact and he's finding the holes. So again, we'll see if that continues, right? Be interesting. But as far as what he's doing, he's just hitting 330 something. 333 right now is what he's hitting, which is good. He's got a good OPS too because he's got I think his home runs, I don't know that he has actual power. I just think the fact that he's just squaring the ball up, he's just ran into 9 home runs. But again, when you're just look for that solid contact, the pitcher's going to provide most of that power, and he's just big pull, very very pull heavy, as you can see over there, but not a whole lot out here. Dude, Judge's chart is amazing. Like it's just lit up all out here, everywhere. It's just lit up like a Christmas tree, the whole range, but. That's just Judge, though. He's a beast. Dude, if you guys have never checked this out, the Savant page, it is pretty sweet. So watch this. All these are all the hits. It says single, double, triple, home run. You can kind of look, see where they're at. Most of the home runs, so you click on it, it takes it to a video. It takes you to the video, It'll tell you different stats about it. So this was a no doubter right here. This was a home run in all 30 parks. Sometimes it'll say, 15 out of 30 parks. And you can click on it. It'll tell you which ones it was in. Obviously, this was a no doubter, what it's called. And I think if it's in like 27 or more, or 26 or more, it's considered a no doubter. But kind of cool. You can go to every hit that your player has. Let's see, but all of them. So it's pretty cool. If you've never checked this site out, it's really cool. It's just, all this stuff is kind of gee whiz, but also it does translate, right? Like Judges, his X velocity, his barrels, his hard hit rate is up there. So it's just going to translate into his expected batted average is 330. He's obviously hitting above that, so that kind of, I think, in ways, the baseball gods are on his side right now. It's kind of obvious. I think he's kind of not slumping, but coming back down to earth a little bit. He's still freaking crushing it. Let's just bring him up. We'll bring him up over here because it is really impressive. Oh, it actually says. Did you see that? Look at this. It actually says. Watch this. It says so. Paul Skeens, he's super hot. Aaron Judge right now, he's cold. Is that what that means? He's down. Yeah, down 14%. Whatever that is. That's kind of interesting. I didn't notice that before. But dude, so check this out. Check out his spray chart. It's just like crazy. He hasn't got a lot of home runs. I look at stats. I kind of nerd out at times. You something like last year, I think he had quite a few more of those New York Stadium specials. Not this year. He leads the league in no doubter home runs. I think he's at like 19 or 20. And you can, but anyway, so look at this. His expected bat was 99. Actually, it's down a bit. It was up to 3. It was at 330 a while ago, but now it's down to 317. But look at all this other stuff. I mean, his slug, expected slugging, but average exit velocity, barrel rate, hard hit rate, crazy. Square up, not there, but that's the thing. When you have this up here, barrel that hard hit, you don't have to necessarily square it up because it's going to still go a long way, even if you don't. But yeah, he's seen the ball this year. We'll say that really well. Here, let's go back over to there. Let's go to this right here. We'll hit this. Let me show you about the home run thing. If you've never seen this, if you just want to nerd out for a bit and go check out stuff, it's a fun. This Baseball Savant is a fun website. If you just go to MLB.com and look at stats and it says Baseball Savant, or you could just probably find it by searching it, but that's just usually how I get to it. So let's look at the home runs. It's kind of cool how all the info they have about it. Where's that hitting? No. Home runs. It's pretty cool what they have. So let me tell you what we're looking at. Obviously, it's in order of actual home runs over here, and then over here it's got the expected home runs, and then the home runs, expected home runs differentials. Right now, Cal Raleigh actually is getting kind of lucky. When I looked at it, he literally has, I think, 4 home runs that were only home runs in 2 or less spots, and two or less fields. 2 of them. Here, well, look, I'll show you what I mean. Don't click on his name. You click right here. It will bring up all his home runs. So you go down, you can start seeing right here. This right here, gone at only 2 fields. It was a home run. Right here, it will show any ball that it was hit that could have been a home run. So like this right here was a double, and it would have been a home run in 2 stadiums. But you see, he has a home run there that was only gone in 2, gone in 2, gone in 1, and gone in 1. Both of those, I think, were actually Seattle, I believe. One was Seattle and one was Houston. There we go. It's very interesting. So it has all those homers. You can watch them, the same thing, and it tells you which stadium they would have been out in. So he's had a couple that were barely made it, and then he has a handful that were only in. This is 11. Saw a few more down here. Yeah, 14, 15. So about half of them. So, but then you click over here again, get out of them, and then you have no doubters. Oh, I guess I thought it says home runs and all. Oh, mostly gone is an 8 to 29. I thought I had that different. But anyways, So no doubters. He had 19 of Judge's 32 were no doubters. Suarez crushes it. Again, so Cal, 15 of his 35 were that. Doubters, he leads the league in 12. So he's had a little luck there. So that's why over here, you look, he is plus 7.6 in home runs compared to expected home runs. He's kind of, that's just baseball, that's just baseball. Ben Rice's Avant page is incredible. I'll check that out. Lock Andy says that Seattle has one of the toughest hitting parks. Well, one of his home runs, he must have found the cheat code in the Seattle stadium, because one of his home runs that was only gone in one park was in Seattle. So he found that little nook. But anyways, it's just kind of a cool thing if you've never checked it out. There's a lot of other stuff, all the defensive stuff you can look at. So you can go over here, it has all the stuff, all the different hitting stuff, which some of it, like I couldn't tell you, like pitch arsenal stats, pitch tempo, which is weird because it's under hitting. There's also pitching, so I don't know how that what all these are. But then it has also fielding. So outs above average is a common one, and it will show you. So it, just so you know, when you first go to it, it defaults to outfielders. So right here it says outfield right now. You can change it to either all positions or just the infield, or by every position, first base, second, all the way down to outfields. So if you do all, and you got to hit update, it'll update it. So you can see Bobby was at one point, I think he was at like 16. He's down a little bit. He had a couple games where he had a couple misplays, where he could have. One was an error and one that wasn't an error. Like he just made a really good play, but then he lost the handle trying to make a throw after a crazy dive. But then also there's runs prevented over here, so you can see Bobby. But what we will do, we can go look at shortstop. Let's look at shortstop. So this is all the shortstops. Nick Allen is up there. But, so these two right here, right? But if you look at Bobby's defensive WAR, which, they use a little bit, some different stats, especially the B WAR specifically. They use some different ones that, I don't know. I think there's some other. But anyways, let's go find. So Jeremy Pena. He's at 5 outs above average and 3 defensive runs or runs prevented. And who you don't see yet? It's Jacob Wilson. Now you don't see yet? You don't see Jacob Wilson. There he is. 27. -2 on both. So, again, I was telling you, Bobby, not only really is he, yes, the batting average. That's the main thing, is the batting average. The defense. Are you sold yet? Come on, just tell me you're sold. Everybody, just tell me you're sold. Bobby should have been the starter. You're right. You're right, Josh. And honestly, I had to be convinced too. At first I was like, hey, Jacob's had a great year. But I kind of like it though too. I like it. I like Jacob Wilson. And the fans voted him in. So he must have been out there doing some vote for me pins and giving cookies out at the games. Let's check out Bobby's sprint speed. 100. 100. His range. His arm strength is 68. That's kind of... I don't know if that fluctuates. I feel like that was a little higher not too long ago. But I think he still has a pretty strong arm. I don't know exactly how they calculated. Sold. Bobby Independence Day. Sold Bobby. No, you think Gunner? Oh, we can go look at Gunner. If we want to. We can look at Gunner. I was supposed to be done with this. I told my wife, I'm not going to be very long. I was going to, talk a little baseball and then do some boxes. Here's Gunner. Here you go. Here's Bobby. 88, 99, 97. 62, 98, and 16. Good exit velocity. Hard hit rate. That. I don't know what the LA sweet spot is. Forget that 10. But then everything else, not, yeah, not nearly as good as Bobby's. Yeah, what is he doing? What is he doing over there on defense, Mark? Is he just like screwing a pooch or something? That's pretty bad. That's worse than Jacob Wilson. The outs above average. What is he doing? He's at 271, 10 homers, 10 stolen bases. That's respectable. 778. Again, it's not all-star level, which is why he's not in there, but it's not bad. That's a respectable numbers. He's down a little bit from last year. Batting average down a little bit. Obviously, the OPS is down quite a bit. He had a lot of home runs last year. Oh, launch angle, you think? Okay, yeah, that could be it. I like that launch angle. Good work, Nate. Appreciate it. He's trying to make up for the OS being sucky. The O's being sucky. That's what Bobby's doing too, man. Bobby is out there hustling. Also, I don't know if I can show this. I'm gonna see if I can get back to the MLB page. And this right here, this should have got like 1 million fan votes. Last thing we're gonna talk about, and then I gotta go. This should have got Bobby the starting job, although it happened afterwards. But it should have been retroactive. Everyone just should have been, oh crap, we screwed up. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I can't even go back that far. I guess I get this. But anyways, hit the like, guys. Again, I will be having a Bowman Blaster snake draft. I have 13 of them to make it exciting. I need to go Thursday. So anyways, if you're interested in that, I'm going to drop it randomly. I'm going to go live. There's only 10 spots. I'm not going to pre-sell anything. So hit the notification bell. But here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Did I want to hit watch? I don't think I want to hit watch, actually. I think we're going to watch the game. Do we have any 24 update Fanatics blasters left? I may have a couple of those. All right. All right, let me go back. I didn't actually want to hit. I didn't want to watch the game. Crap, no, stop. All right, Thursday, July 3rd. Again, so this should have right here. Bobby should have been the starting also. This should be on this page right here. There should be coolness factor. Bobby Witt would be up there. He'd be at 99 to 100. I mean, Witt's magic at home plate proves to be the trick. Kent, what's going on, my friend? Gardens lost 10 straight. Where was the last year? Yeah. Check this out. I don't know. I hope this will play. I think since it's not live, it should play for you guys. Here we go. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. He said no. He said no. I'm cooler than Cal Raleigh. Watch this. Boop. He even said boop as he touched it, just so you know. And this right here at work is my new screensaver. Check that image out, man. Dude, check this image. Check that out. There's India back here. Here's the picture. Like, oh yeah, we got him. Then he's like, God damn, son. He's like, Bobby, this guy right here, and him right here. He's like, what were all those fans thinking? That's what he was doing. He's like MLB shortstop or All-Star game shortstop starter right here. That's what he's thinking. That's what he's thinking. Just so you know. That was incredible. It was fun watching that. It was a great play. I mean, it was a perfect throw. Cal did everything he could. He was there. Bobby just said, not today. Not today, Cal. All right, let me get out of this. No. No. Okay. I'm just screwing things up. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let's stop that. His golden mirror for next year, dude, that would be an amazing photo. Like that. That angle is pretty sweet. Good call, Mark. Mark, you should be working for Tops. Tops, hit up Mark H. He knows his stuff. All right, fellas. Hey, well, I appreciate you coming in. I went a little long talking. You know, we got on a rabbit hole, a little rant, but yeah, I still like these though. I have a couple more of these All Stars. These All Star boxes. I'm gonna rip a couple more. I may even get more. I said I kind of like it. It's kind of fun. I like these. I like you can get these autographed, and like if you get the numbered one of these, like once you get lower numbered, they're nasty patches as well with some stuff to them, and I dig those patches. Like I said, this was from the 23 All-Star game. There's at least as far back as the 21 All-Star game. I've seen a couple of those. Judge has one from the 21 All-Star game, and then someone else I saw. I don't know if there's anybody past like beyond 21 earlier than 21, however you want to look at it. But again, I don't know what's up. There's not a checklist to be found, like a full checklist as far as I've seen. That's just Tops being Tops, I guess. I don't know. I thought you were talking about the Superman. Oh no, that was last year, Hangers. That was last year's. Yeah, that was an awesome one. The slide, he's just like, yeah. They show that one a lot, like in ads. They have like a Royals thing, like they have one for every team in the major league. Like they'll play, if you watch on MLB, and they'll like have one for team, and that's on there. And I think they also have that like in some MLB TV spots where they have on all the superstars doing stuff. I think they have that one. But I know what you're talking about. That's an epic one. That was that from his Inside the Park home run? I think actually, is that what that one was? I think that was from his Inside the Park home run. I believe the game I was at, and that we're talking about it. So, oh, his catch also. Yes, the Superman catch, that too. Again, Bobby Cool Points, man. He like not only the incredible plays, he just makes them look awesome. But yes, that one where it was like he was like 6 feet in the air, actually probably 10 feet in the air, and he dove like 30 feet. Yeah, that was amazing. Next time I tell the story, it's going to be like 18 feet in the air, and he did a like a cartwheel midair. This big. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate you coming again. Fun time, good chat. Appreciate it. So again, hit the like, hit the sub, notification bell if you're interested in breaks. Again, we'll have here over the next couple of days. I don't know exactly when, because that's how I live my life. Just day by day. How I feel that day if we're going to do a break. But that will be the next one. A Bowman Blaster, a 10-spot snake draft. So should be a good time. So again, be on the lookout. And until then, see you.